I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs. Today I'm going to be talking about rug hooking. Today I want to show you how to make a shaped pillow out of a hooked rug, and I'm going to be doing that with this gnome. I will put the link to this gnome pattern in the description below. The gnome has been hooked on monk's cloth. Monk's cloth is a nice soft fabric which makes it easy for manipulating pillows, but it does tend to easily stretch out of shape. So I did a row of stay stitching on the back, which is just a straight row of stitching all the way around. And I did it with my zipper foot so I could get up close to the edge of the hooking without getting in. I did it from the top and just stitched all the way around. I'm going to cut 1 inch or 2 of empty monk's cloth all the way around. And then after I get this cut, I'm going to serge the edges. If you don't have a serger, you could use a zigzag stitch on your sewing machine. That's just to keep the edges of the fabric from unraveling. Now I have serged all the way around the edges. Now if I had any inside corners in this project, like in this bunny, then I would clip the inside corners with my scissors up close to the edge row of hooked rug, and then I would use some fray check on those so that they don't unravel, and then I would let that completely dry. For this next step, I'm going to press the empty monk's cloth to the back of the project. I don't like to use the iron if I use fray check because I don't want to get the fray check all over my iron, so I usually just finger press, and I'm also going to finger press this time even though I didn't use fray check because I don't want to flatten his beard with the iron. So I'm just going to finger press it to the back and pin it down. And then I'm going to use a needle and thread to baste it to the back. Just making pleats where the corners are to get all of the fabric laid down in a nice, flat, smooth manner. When you get done, you want to make sure that you can't see the empty monk's cloth from the front, and also that you haven't pulled in too far and made the hooked rug turn. You don't want the loops to be turned over. You want everything to still be flat. Then I'm just going to take a needle and thread, and I'm going to baste this down so it will stay in place. I've finished basting the foundation fabric to the back of the hooked rug, and I am going to work on cutting the backing for the pillow now. And I'm going to use felted wool because it won't ravel and it'll give me a nice finished edge for my hand sewing of the two pieces together. And I probably would have used this purple lavender color as a backing, but I don't have enough of that, so I'm going to use a cream felted wool, and I'm just going to lay my hooked rug on top of the felted wool. And then I want my backing fabric to be slightly larger than the hooked rug. So instead of having my scissors straight up and down, I'm going to angle them so that the bottom of the scissors is away from the hooked rug. And this will create a backing piece that is just slightly larger than the hooked rug. The edges were a bit jagged, so I did have to go back in and trim them to make them smooth. I'm going to use a thread that matches my backing wool, and I'm going to put my two pieces together. I'm going to pin this together in a few places just to hold it together. And then I'm going to start sewing. I'm going to start underneath so that my knot will be hidden. And what I'm going to do is whip stitch, and I want to catch the edge of the fabric, the edge of the wool, and this folded over edge of the foundation fabric, and I want to bring the edge of the wool over to cover up that edge of foundation fabric as I do it. So this first whip stitch, I'm just going in just a little bit on the wool. See how that folds the edge of the wool over and covers up that edge of monk's cloth. And I'm going to put my stitches fairly close together. I don't want to end up with any big gaping holes. And I'm going to stitch like this all the way around till I get to somewhere in here and leaving an opening so I can stuff it, and then I will finish sewing it closed. This works great for any shaped pillow, but you could do the same process with just a square pillow or rectangle pillow also. I have sewn now all the way around, and I've left an opening for stuffing, and now I'm going to lightly stuff the pillow. I'm just using a fiberfill, polyfill type of stuffing. Once you get it stuffed to the thickness that you like, you can finish sewing the opening close in the same manner that you sewed the rest of it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.